So, hey YouTube, how are you all doing? This is going to be part 2 of today's Blu-ray and DVD haul. What I've just bought up in the Salvation Army there, what was it, 17 I think items. It's probably enough for a video within itself, so I decided to split this into 2 so that neither one is too long, and then we'll have a look now what's in there that I got in town. So 3 charity shops and CEX. Yeah, so let's take a look. So that's something that's never happened to me before. I've just had a message on the phone to say storage is full. I have a 256 gigabyte phone and I very rarely get it over half that. So how all of a sudden it's full, I can't fathom. But I've managed to delete, I had maybe 30 gigs worth of YouTube videos saved when I'm traveling, if I'm going on a train or something, just so I'm not using too much data. So I've had to I've had to delete some of those just to just so I can finish this video. But anyway, these first 2 Blu-rays from CEX were really the impetus for me going out today. In fact, probably only one of them originally I spotted online. So I was watching a video on YouTube a couple of days ago about the TV show Lost, and it got me thinking about a show that I watched after Lost, which was another J.J. Abrams show, and it starred one of the cast from Lost. A show that I really enjoyed, and last time I looked on Blu-ray it was like 15, maybe even 12, maybe even 15 pounds, somewhere around that. And I thought I looked on CEX and it was £6, and that's Middlesbrough, one of the 2 Middlesbrough stores had it in stock, so that was the reason why I went out today. So we've got Alcatraz. I loved this show. I watched it week to week when it was first on TV, and it got cancelled. It ended on a cliffhanger and it got cancelled. I was gutted, but I'm happy to rewatch it. I haven't seen it since, so it's got to be over a decade. And while I was looking this morning on the website to see if there was anything else that maybe I could get while I'm out from CEX, I saw this Go for £6. Now, from what I remember, this was a out-of-print movie and was selling for in the region of mid-20s, even as high as £30. Not that long ago. So for this to be £6 now, I don't know why it's gone down so hard. Maybe I wouldn't have thought there'd be a reissue unless it's maybe there'd been a 4K release of it, but I don't know. But I'm not complaining. I'm very happy to own this, because again, this is another film that I really enjoy. I'm sure I've got a DVD of it somewhere, but it's not something I've watched for a very long time. And then Doctor Who Series 7 Part 2. So a few months ago in the charity shop I picked up a brand new sealed copy of Doctor Who Series 6 Part 2, thinking that I needed it, when it was actually this one that I needed. The Series 6 I already owned. So finally I've got the second part of the Doctor Who series that I was missing. Not that this is the only one, there's quite a few more that I'm missing, but pleased to have got that. And then these last few were from the other CEX that I visited in town, because Middlesbrough has 2 CEXs, and these 2 have got to be the closest 2 CEXs in the country. I don't know that for certain. I know there are other towns that have more than 1 CEX, and the ones that I visited, usually one's in the town or city centre and one's sort of slightly out of town. There may be somewhere else that has two. These two are very close. One's literally just around the corner from the other. They're both in the same pedestrianised area of town, and maybe a 2-minute walk between them. But anyway, that's by the by. So yeah, in the second one, again, I'd made a list. I looked high and low for this. I couldn't see it on the shelf, but eventually I found it after like me third or fourth look. Again, this is something I'm just noticing on this that I didn't notice before. So we've got The Gate. Love this movie. Haven't seen it for a very long time. It was a tenner. It's got the slipcover. It's a Vestron video release, and it's still got the HMV sticker on the back. That really annoys me because I'm fairly certain that's going to be an absolute nightmare to remove, if it is entirely possible or not to remove. But this is probably going to be tonight's movie. Yeah, I'm so pleased that I've got this now. Then The Long Kiss Goodnight, Samuel L. Jackson and Gina Davis. Another film I haven't seen for so long. £6. I've been waiting for this one to drop, to be fair, and I was sort of looking for maybe 4 or 5, and I figured, well, I've got the voucher today. I've only spent probably just a tad over half of it, so yeah, I grabbed this. I'll watch this probably during the week. Then I got a DVD box set, Norman Wisdom Volume 2. They had Volumes 1 and 2 on the shelf, but Volume 1 I do already own, so I'll add this to that. There is a version of this you can buy that has I think there's 6 discs in each set, but you can get a set that's both volumes all in one set together, which I kind of have been looking out for, but to complete the set that I've already started for £1.50, I was happy to do that. So yes, you got, oh, lost it. Yeah, 6 discs and that. So the movies we have are A Stitch in Time, Just My Luck, The Square Peg, Follow a Star, Trouble in Store, and Up in the World. All a part of my childhood Norman Wisdom movies. So I'm looking forward to slowly making my way through those. And then finally, another snapper release that I didn't have. This is IMAX The Dream is Alive. Narrated by Walter Cronkite, who I've never heard of. Now, possibly I know a face if I saw it without a name, but that name I have never heard of before, and it's, I think, probably quite a distinctive name, I would have thought. It's something I believe would have stuck in the head if I'd heard it before. It's only 36 minutes, man. It's quite short. Looks like it's to do with the space shuttle. So yeah, another snapper case that I didn't already have to add to the collection. So there we go. How many items have I bought today? I haven't even got a clue. We've got 17 from here, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and it's 18. So that's what, 35? Wow. I haven't had a haul like that in a very, very long time. And I haven't spent a great amount of money, to be fair. So I spent nothing in CEX. That was all on a voucher. Now, to be fair, I've had to spend money to get that voucher, but a lot less than the voucher was worth. And I spent £3 in the British Heart Foundation. I spent £3 in the animal rescue place, and I spent, what did I spend? I got £1, £2, £3.75 in the YMCA. So that's just under a tenner, and 5 in here, so it's about 15 quid. I'm happy with that. I'll do that once or twice a month if I could. No, I wouldn't, because that's added an awful lot of items to my collection that I'm going to have to find space for. To be fair, there's a couple in there that I'm either trading or selling. Maybe more than a couple, actually. yeah, the idea of me buying this much stuff as often as I used to fills me with dread these days, because I've just got no space. I've got so much stuff in storage, it's unbelievable. So buying more stuff that I don't really need. Is there stuff here that I don't really need? Probably, but I think a good majority of this stuff is something I probably will watch within the next 6 months, maybe even, with the exception of Spooks. I don't know how long it'll take me to get through Spooks. So yeah, I'm pleased. I'm pleased. I've picked up some nice stuff, I think, for spending only 15 quid. Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, thanks very much for watching once again, and who knows when I'll next do a video, but I've got an idea that's, I've had quite a few things off Vinted over the last couple of months, so maybe I'll do a Vinted pickups video at some point soon. I still have, I think, at least one item that I'm waiting for to be delivered, so maybe once I've got that. Anyway, thanks for watching, catch you next time, ciao.